Hi, I'm Eric. I'd like to welcome you out to my part 2 of instructional video for Hot Licks. This particular edition, I'd like to talk about basically an overview. It's going to be like a walkthrough of some of the major aspects of the techniques I like to use. They will be kind of broad frameworks and examples of the important tools to me that I employ in my own personal playing, and hopefully it'll be something that ultimately you can use in your own personal playing. So I'd like to start off first with 6 important techniques to me that I'll keep kind of in 6 different categories. Now, the first one is going to be tuning, which we need to tune up anyhow first. So I'm going to give you a G to start tuning from. Here's a B. A D. Okay. Now there's a reason that I started with the G third rather than giving you one of the E's. It's very important to me to start in the middle, notationally the middle of the scale of the guitar, and work your way out as you tune. This is a technique that I kind of thought was a good idea to take from piano tuners, because they usually tune the middle section of the piano and then they'll tune the treble and the bass after that. And the point being is that the 12-tone Western scale is far from being a very exact in-tune type of scale. It's actually, you're dividing the octave up in a very non-tunable way. So what they do is they call temperament, where you actually tune it all out to where it's a little out of tune all the ways, but it's not very noticeable because it's tempered out. That tuning is tempered out over the course of the piano or the instrument, so it's kind of negligible to the ear. And this makes it much better for playing with any kind of instruments or any kind of recording or live situation. You'll find that you'll be able to tune much in more of a unison with any instruments. So I always start with a G, and then I tune out towards the top with the 3-point tuning system that I think I might have discussed in the first video, which is to either fret at the 4th fret or to chime an octave at the 12th, and that's it on the, I think it's the, what's that, 8? Yeah, 8th fret of the V. And you could do the same on the B. You can also use the high chimes. Anyhow, the point of the 3 tuning process is to just kind of double check the strobe of your guitar and kind of, once again, kind of even out the neck inconsistencies with the inconsistencies of the 12-tone Western scale. And so, and once this is done, actually, the precursor to doing this is to always kind of stretch the strings out and tune up. You don't want to tune down. If you have to tune down, once you do flatten the strings, you want to always stretch out and tune up. This way you'll hold your tune a lot better. Otherwise, when you stretch the strings, if you're a player that stretches strings, you're just going to go flat all the time, and you'll have all sorts of tuning problems. So that's important to try to remember too. So anyhow, so we just try to tune out, you know, from the G out to the E and the E here. Sometimes I'll actually leave the D, A, and E string just a little bit flat, ever so slightly, like hardly any at all on the D, just a small bit on the A and a little bit more on the E, and then the top strings might be just ever so slightly sharp, and that way you can get the whole thing to tune in better. And if you're overdubbing with a keyboard, a properly tuned keyboard in the studio, it'll fit into the track a lot better.